Well, everyone, as most of you know, iPads are some of the best tablets that you can probably buy in this day and age, but I will definitely tell you there are definitely some iPads that I would not recommend buying in 2024. Now, these range in a lot of different sizes and a lot of, configurations, but I will first of all tell you, if I'm going to go ahead and basically recommend on average, the average type of iPad to no longer buy, it's probably going to be something like an iPad that is no longer supported with software. So iPads that are no longer supported with software typically range in different sizes and configurations like I mentioned before, but most of the time these particular devices are the iPads 5 and lower. I would even kind of throw in the iPad, 6 kind of to be in here too, to be completely honest. But the iPad 5 is one of those iPads that is pretty much not really getting software support anymore, and there really isn't that big of a reason to go ahead and buy an iPad like this, considering that there are many more iPads out there in the brand new market and in the used market that you can buy that are still going to be supported with software. So from that particular perspective, it really doesn't make any sense to go ahead and buy an iPad 5 anymore, if I'm being completely honest, mostly because that thing is kind of unsupported with software. But there's also another iPad that's kind of in the mix as well that I probably wouldn't recommend people to buy starting now, and this is basically going to be the iPad 6th generation as well. I genuinely don't think this particular iPad is probably worth buying in 2024, and the main reason for this is because this iPad is kind of on its last leg of software. I'm pretty sure this iPad is not really going to be here for a longer period of time. Like it's, already getting iPadOS 17 and that, everything there is great. But this particular device isn't really, in my opinion, going to be lasting that much longer. And that can be kind of a problem because you probably want to get a device that's still going to be supported for a longer period of time. And because of that, this particular phone isn't really going to be here. So if I'm going to be completely honest, you are much better off, you're much better off purchasing a device that is still supported with software. And in my personal opinion, the iPad 6 just really isn't cutting it for me. Another iPad I could probably throw in here are any of the first 2-generation iPad Airs. So the iPad Air 1 and the iPad Air 2 and below, including the iPad Mini 4 and below as well. These particular devices, once again, just doesn't really make too much sense to go ahead and buy this type of device, in my personal opinion. You are, once again, much better off purchasing a device that is still supported with software. And the iPad Air 1 and the iPad Air 2, they're just kind of all over the place when it kind of comes down to it. And once again, I genuinely don't think this type of device is worth buying anymore, mostly because of this particular device being, kind of unsupported with software right now. So if I were to go and kind of, as a blanket statement, kind of, showcase some iPads to no longer buy, it's probably going to be these particular iPads when it comes down to it. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.